going on, bro? Welcome back. Simply put, man, you need to be focusing on your life. For me, a few years ago, I really wasn't focused on my life. I was always focused on a bunch of other things, a bunch of things that weren't as important as my life, as building the kind of life that I wanted. I didn't realize the importance of becoming the best version of yourself, of actually focusing on your own life. I was always focused on girls. I was always focused on, not trying to be lonely. I was trying to get a girlfriend. I was trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I get a girlfriend? I just want a girlfriend. I don't want to feel lonely anymore. I want to fit in with everyone else and get a girlfriend, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But when that becomes the focus of your life, then there is a problem with that. It was like at times I was doing everything in my life to try and get a girlfriend, not just doing it for the betterment of my life. I wasn't getting anywhere with that. Everything I was doing to try and get a girl wasn't getting me the girl. And not just girls, right? I was also wasting a bunch of time in my life. I wasn't in the gym consistently. Yeah, sure, I would work out here and there. I started working out a few years ago, and when I first started, it wasn't consistent. It was just here and there. Whenever I would feel like it, whenever I'd feel like going lifting some weights. And then I would always think, man, why can't I add the muscle? Why aren't I burning off some of this fat that I want to burn? It's because I wasn't in the gym consistently. I wasn't consistently eating the right foods. I was always wasting time playing video games, right? I've said it before. My days were filled from getting home from school, grabbing a bunch of junk food, running up to my room and playing video games until I went to bed. And it was a rinse and repeat cycle of the same thing pretty much every day. Not only that, but you add porn into the mix. I was never addicted to porn, okay? I was never crazy, like addicted, watching it multiple times a day, every single day. But I was consistently watching it. I was watching it a few times a week, every day, sometimes throughout the week, other times less. But I was watching it consistently enough to where it was a problem, to where it was messing with my sexuality, my brain, my reality, tricking me into thinking I was getting with all these girls, when in reality I wasn't. I was just getting with my hand. That's what my life was like before I started focusing on my life, before I actually had the care and, the want to improve my life. And I can chalk some of that up, back then to just being young, right? Being a young kid, not having much responsibilities or anything. But it took me a while to realize, what damage I was doing to myself, because that was my life up until, I was a young adult, until 19, 20 years old. That was my life. And then when I finally went through my first heartbreak, right? Got the first girlfriend that didn't work out, went through a few other, down spells in my life, I finally realized that I needed to change and I need to be better. When I finally realized that, and I finally committed to focusing on improving my life, improving myself, things started to change for me. When I consistently got in the gym, right? When I consistently was working out, consistently putting myself through that challenge, through that uncomfortable situation, sometimes my body started to change. I started to get stronger. I started to add on a little more muscle. I started to become a little bit leaner, on top of eating the right foods, of cutting out junk food, right? Of cutting out the unhealthy snacks sometimes, and, the cheat meals and everything. I really dialed in and focused on what I was eating and what I was putting into my body. Doing that, changing my physique, being more accountable with my body, focusing on improving my body, had me get more success with girls. It's when I finally started getting into a few more relationships after my first relationship. I started getting more attention from girls. I started to become more attractive from girls because I was portraying a better energy. I was portraying more confidence because I was in the gym and I knew I looked different than what I used to look like. When I started improving my life is when I decided to start this. When I decided to start this business. I decided to start committing to recording videos and going after this dream, right? This goal of growing my channel one day. And back then it wasn't even that consistent either, but I started it. I had the dream, I had the vision. I would take action on it here and there, not as much as I have been over the last year, but I started it. That's when I found myself like, wow, this is actually what I want to do. I started to build my knowledge on how to be better with women, build my knowledge on, business, how to be successful with like as an entrepreneur, how to be successful in life, basically learning about life, because there's thousands and millions of books and resources out there and all these things on any single topic that you can think of, and they're at our disposal. We just have to go and take advantage of them and learn from those resources from the people that we look up to that are successful. They give it to us. I wanted to become more knowledgeable about things in life, and in doing so, it helped me improve areas of my life. I finally started to grasp the idea and understand how important it is to be focusing on improving yourself, to build the kind of life that you want, because we all have a lot of potential deep inside of us. And it took me a while to realize the kind of potential that I have. And sometimes I still feel like I don't even know the potential that I have, because I struggle with self-doubt sometimes, and I just try and focus on becoming the best version of myself. And every day isn't easy. It's not always going to be easy. There are days I don't want to go to the gym. There are days I don't want to make videos. I'm making this video before I go to the gym. And today, I'm kind of tired after last week. Working out 6 days a week, playing in my men's league game yesterday, basically working out 7 days. I don't really want to go to the gym today. I kind of just want to rest, right? Let my body recover in a sense, but I feel good enough to go to the gym. I know I can go to the gym, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go and crush legs today. That's what I got. I got to do legs. I've been able to build up that discipline in myself to push through the hard times when I don't want to do something, when I don't want to make a video, when I don't want to do deep work, when I don't want to go to the gym. I do it because I know it's going to improve me. It's going to make me better. I know that I need to be doing these things to get better every single day, because we can always strive to be better. Are you focusing on improving your life? Why should you be focusing on improving your life? Well, you get one shot, bro. We only get one life. We only get one shot at this. And it really comes down to, how do you want to leave this earth? What do you want to have accomplished before your time is here? What do you want to do? Do you just want to go through, normalcy? You want to just go through life through normalcy, right? That's fine in a sense, but you have potential. You have potential inside of you. And it's not going to be comfortable sometimes. It's not always going to be easy. There are going to be many days where you don't want to do stuff. When we push through those hard times, that's how we improve. That's how we become better. I saw a famous video once. I think it was with Kevin Hart or something. But he was saying, like, what's your story? What's your story going to look like? We go through life. We're writing our book. What do you want your story to look like? I have an idea of what I want my story to look like, and I'm trying to write it every day. But what do you want yours to look like when you leave this earth? Because we only get one shot, bro. And you have a lot of potential that you don't want to waste. And a lot of times people waste their potential. And just think about the time, like, if you were on your deathbed, right? And you were sick or something, or, you just knew that you were about to die. And you thought to yourself, can you imagine laying there on your deathbed or something, thinking to yourself, man, what if I accomplished this? What if I did this? What if I tried? What could my life have looked like? Just imagine, like, I'm thinking about that right now. Dude, that, would suck. Thinking about that as you're about to die, what you could have done, what you could have accomplished. What if you just tried that one thing that you were passionate about, or that you had an idea about, what that could have turned into? But no, instead you just decided to settle for normalcy, and knowing deep down inside of you that you want to do something, or you can do this, and you know what it could look like, but you don't go and you don't work for it. You don't go and put in the work. You don't take the action to do it. Maybe you were too busy chasing girls, right? Chasing girls all the time like I used to be. The thing I didn't understand when I was doing that, when I was chasing all these girls, is women are always going to be there, bro. They're not going anywhere. You don't need to be in a rush to go and lock someone down and go and be in a relationship or get locked down yourself. They're always going to be around. And the more that you improve yourself, the more that you become a better version of you, the more you improve your life, right? Higher quality women are going to want to be a part of that. They're going to see you as the top 1%. You will become more attractive to the higher quality woman. And then you will attract, that girl of your dreams, or, that girl that you so desperately wanted. You will get that one day. You will get her. And it will be a great relationship. It will be, what you dreamed of. But you have to put in the work. What are you doing to attract that kind of girl? Are you doing the necessary things to build that kind of life? Only you can build the kind of life that you want. No one else can do it for you. No one's going to come and save you, right? As a lot of people say, no one's coming to save you to build the life that you want, to get you out of, the life that you're struggling with. Only you can change your life. Sure, there are people that can guide you and can help you and can give you a sense of direction, like God. If you find Jesus, he will help you. He will guide you. He will direct you. But you have to take the action as well. You have to find it in yourself to say, hey, I want to change. I want to be better. As you do that, as you start to do that, what I've noticed, ever since I've been on self-improvement, ever since I've started improving my life and taking the action and actually putting in the work, I don't have all the, materialistic things yet, right? I don't need those right now. They will come. But ever since I've started improving myself in my life, I just feel happier most of the time. Yeah, there are still days I don't, I get in my head and stuff. That's just how I am as a person as well. But there are days where it's not easy. Like I was saying, there are days that it's uncomfortable. But more often than not, I'm a happier person and I'm happier where my life is at than what I used to be a few years ago. Looking back at it now, if I stuck with what I was doing a few years ago and I never improved, I'd still be going through the motions. I'd just still be going through normalcy, basically. Be working a job I wasn't fully happy at, right? I wasn't making a lot of money. I'd still be single, I'm sure, struggling with girls. I'd be wondering, how am I going to change this? And just wondering that all the time instead of actually taking action. When you consistently work to become the best version of yourself every single day, as best as you can each day, even if it's, not a lot one day, because you do struggle. We all have the days we struggle. You are going to change your mood over time. You're going to become more happy. You're going to have that sense of belief in yourself where you actually think to yourself, hey, I can do this. I can accomplish this. You're going to start to understand that it takes time sometimes, and there are going to be ups and downs, and you learn how to navigate through those. And I'm not perfect, right? But I've become a lot better than what I used to be. And I'm a lot happier more often than not than what I used to be as well, in my past person, as I was the guy before I am now. It's important that you focus on improving yourself, bro. Improving your life. If you have doubters or anything, or your family doubts you, your friends doubt you, whoever doubts you, or people, just say that you're not meant to do something or be great, or you're just meant for this or that, don't believe them. They're projecting their insecurities and their regrets of not building the life they wanted onto you. But use that as motivation. You can use that as motivation. I use certain things like that as motivation that have helped me and remind me to keep going, to prove them wrong, to show them that I actually can accomplish this, and I'm going to accomplish this. It's just a matter of time. It's never too late to start, bro. Doesn't matter. It's never too late. You can always start right now after watching this video. You can simply start by just going and getting in the gym more, leveling up your physique. You can start by leveling up your knowledge, building your reserve of knowledge, reading more books, watching more videos on business, on woman attraction, or any kind of area in your life that you want to improve. You can start that right now, and you have all the potential inside of you. You just have to dig to find it. That's what I had to do. And it's down there, bro. Trust me. Only you can change your life, though. Just remember that. You have to make the decision to go and change your life and start taking the necessary action to build the kind of life that you want. We only get one shot at this, right? So how do you want your story to be? What do you want your book to look like? Think about what you want it to look like and help that motivate you and drive you to build the kind of life that you want to build. If you made it through the whole video, bro, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. It means a lot to me. Hit the like at the bottom of the video if you did enjoy, and hit that subscribe button. Join the Better Self community, and I will see you in the next one. Keep grinding.